Hi, welcome once again to my channel. It has been wonderful seeing all the persons who have been supporting my channel. Today I will be reviewing an episode, which is actually the first episode of a new show titled BET Presents the Encore. Of course, it's on BET, and it features a number of women who are all, you know, what would you say now, celebrities from the 90s and 2000s who were part of um, various girl groups, probably with the exception of Nivea. And all of these groups, these girls from these different groups or backgrounds, they come together, which at the end of the period of the episode, they are expected to form the super girl group. All right. So I am excited about watching it. I hope you guys will be as well. Shamari, who was on Real Housewives of Atlanta, is also on this show. And I am expecting to see a lot of drama because, of course, all of these women are going to be in a house together for all of 30 days. And like Nivea was saying when she entered the house, she can't believe that she had signed up for that because she don't expect that it should be no more than the four girls, because to really deal with 8 women, which it ended up being 9 women in total, she could not imagine herself going through that. And I am right there with Nivea on that, because being amongst women is not an easy task, because women tend to be very competitive, and where men will forgive you for doing something or making a mistake, women are not going to let you forget. And all of them obviously have had a taste of fame, and being that some of them are no longer in the limelight, whereas others are, like the younger girls, of course, they are going to be thinking that they bring more to the table over the other persons who have not had a taste of fame recently. And it ends up being this discussion or this quarrel over who is young and hip versus who is old and outdated. And this is something that you can't really avoid. People like to compare, and unfortunately, from the first episode, this is what we see happening, right? So the ladies are comparing themselves to each other. And one of the comparisons is to say that some of them are old versus those who are young. Now, which team are you on? Which team do you think in the end would add value to the super group? Is it the old girls or the young girls? Basically, I really don't know a lot of these women. Of course, as I said, with the exception of Shamari and Nivea, who recently came out and spoke about her cocaine addiction. Um, Personally, I don't know the other ladies, but of course, all of them are talented, and we kind of get bored in the Real Housewives of Atlanta this last season. So I am, anticipating seeing these bunch of new ladies together. I'm sure there will be drama right through and through. Who do you think, again, I ask, who do you think will be the drama queens? Hmm? I think Keely is going to be bringing a lot of that drama. And so far, we see where, what's her name there? Aubrey O'Day. She has already started with her foolishness. And I do agree with the other ladies where they were saying that division is some form of manipulation, because, of course, we know in history you divide in order to conquer. So she's saying that they have different backgrounds, different interests, and so one of the ways to as a matter of fact, I can tell you, I have been in a number of groups where I am currently at school, and we are placed into different groups for every every course that we do. And every time you go into a group, there is always somebody who is going to be there wanting to say that you must treat them as being above the other persons in the group. All of us are students, but at the same time, some persons don't like to follow instructions. Some people prefer always to lead. And somehow, in a group of women, we just don't know how to all, cohabitate. I'm probably using the wrong word there. Let me reel that back. We don't know how to get along with each other, and show respect to one another. In a group of males, you don't have these problems a lot of the times because the males will show respect to each other, irrespective of whatever it is that they bring to the table. At the end of the day, they are going to show respect to each other. But women, we tend to be more competitive towards each other, and sometimes that is to our own detriment. But we quickly see that with all the quarrel about who is young versus who is old, right? At the end of the day, the other young ladies quickly realize that the older ladies do have a lot to contribute to the supergroup. And these young girls who were talking about how rich and famous they were and how much they were millionaires, and they could not see themselves being amongst these other ladies because they brought more to the table. We realize that they're not so really talented. We never really that feel um their vocals. Nivea, however, when she sung that song, um when she come in, and I mean, from the first word drop out out of her mouth, you could have feel the music when she said, anything you want done, baby. Trust me. I'm right there, so. Although me can't sing, me love sing, but me really can't sing. But Nivea really did justice to that line. She was on point with the singing. I really enjoyed it. And from the time that I got introduced to Shamari on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I did enjoy Shamari's voice. She has a lovely voice, and she demonstrated that tonight as well, on the episode. Um, some of the other ladies, however, they needed a lot of tuning up, including the twins from Cherish. I did not like their singing voice at all. I did not. Keely too. Could sing, and she was very good at dancing too. So I look forward to seeing more from Keely. I know that Keely is going to bring the drama in because with the whole back and forth that she had with what's her name again? Ooh, I forgot that girl where they come from. Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She's on the other member of 3LW that she had problems with. Oh, I can't remember. Adrian. Yes, she and Adrian had some problems, and the other girl in 3LW, on that girl, I don't remember her name right now, but she was having some back and forth online with them. And from that time, I really did not like Keely. I did not like Keely. I thought that other girls were telling the truth, and Keely was being the mean girl in the group. So it will be interesting to see how she interacts with Aubrey O'Day, who is the only white girl on the cast. And somehow it seems like towards the end of the season, Aubrey is going to do some type of disappearing, maybe walk out on the group and not perform with them. We look forward to seeing what truly happens in the end. But Aubrey, yeah, she has done a lot of work to her face. She looks totally different. Nivea is beautiful, just like this picture that I'm looking at. Look how innocent she looked. I'm kind of very saddened that she ended up along that road to have been addicted to drugs. But it's always redeeming to see that she has done some amount of work and tried to get off the drugs. But somehow, whenever I look at Nivea, I see Whitney Houston vibes. somebody who is struggling to be sober, take herself away from the drugs, but somehow keeps going back to it. Or someone who has used drugs so much that you cannot tell even when they're off the drugs, them just look like them still on drugs. But look at her. She's so sweet in the face and she obviously has been through a lot. I really hope that for her sake and for the sake of her children, that the show does take off and she's able to get some amount of success, because you know already, so these ladies who go into entertainment, they are hot for only a season and then after that they drop them for the next best pretty thing, right? So many of these ladies, although they were very popular back in the day, I'm sure a lot of them are struggling financially. So if the show picks up, of course, it will benefit them and their family. So I really hope that it does. The show, of course, is produced by Carlos King, and Carlos King is the one who produces Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I'm expecting, yes, that the drama will be there. So I'm really happy to see that there's a new season that we can all kiki and laugh and chat about. All right, so tell me what you guys think in the comments and whether you will be watching or not. Irish now, one of the ladies was telling her story about how she lost her sister. And then after losing her sister, she had twin babies. I thought that this was the moment of the episode. It wasn't a happy scene. A tear did come to my eye because I too lost one of my sisters. She died in 2010 because of lupus, and I will talk some more about my sister. I've mentioned her before, but I'll talk about my sister in other, live streams. I'll tell you a lot more about, her life. Currently, when she died and left a daughter, and that daughter is now 17 years old and has been accepted to university. So I'm very proud of her for having, you know, stuck to what I would have thought that my sister would want for her. But as I say, I'll tell you later on. But that scene brought me back to that place of losing my own sister. So I could relate. And then of course, Pamela. I like Pamela too. Although is it Pamela? I think it was Pamela who came in and made a joke after that. And I was saying, yeah, Pam, she came in with a joke and was saying she's gonna take up her ginger, going to drink some ginger ale. But I laughed right there. I cried and then I laughed. But anyways, um, so far it has been a good the season seems to be going down a good trajectory, and at the end we will get some amount of performance. So I am going to be reviewing the season. I hope you will be there with me, that you will join in the discussion, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching, and that you will subscribe. Subscribing to my channel, it means that you will be able to be notified whenever I do an upload. And as I said, I am from Jamaica and I hope that I will be able to make those connections with you guys. That's all I have for now. Bye.